Now I'm asking Mr. Keith Levit to come and bring his remarks.
Thank you, Wayne. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lakeview Hecla Resort. First, I have to say, looking out in the crowd, and who do I see first? Mom, it's you. And then Dad, it's you. Oh yeah, there's my sister Diane, and my sister Shelley, and then, with my heart throbbing, I see my wife Linda standing with two of my four daughters, Hannah and Marina, standing there, and it feels so good. It feels so good. And then I look around and I see the staff of Lakeview from head office, and I'm so glad you all came here, and Andrea's up there with my right hand and helps me with everything. And then John Pisker from the 4 Points is here with his team, and Gimli, I tell you, this is a real family affair, and it really feels good. And now, I would like to thank the Honorable Peter Bjornson for being here today. Peter has been a great supporter of Lakeview's efforts to bring Hecla back to life. This was not an easy task, and could not have been accomplished without the cooperation and the vision of Peter Bjornson and the province of Manitoba. This is a day that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Looking at this magnificent facility on this beautiful island brings me nothing but pride. When you tour the property later this afternoon, you will find exquisite guest rooms, a world-class spa, fabulous pools, and sumptuous food. Stepping out of the resort are wonderful grounds and trails, and one of the best golf courses you will find anywhere. Lakeview has always been committed to the Interlake. We're the proud owners of the resort we developed in Gimli, and are very happy with what that resort has contributed to the vibrancy of that community. Our commitment to the Interlake continues with the purchase of the Lakeview Hecla Resort. I've always appreciated Hecla and the importance of the resort to the Interlake, both as an outstanding recreational and conference facility and for the economic spin-offs a resort like this generates and the employment opportunities that it creates. It was a sad day when the resort closed its doors in 2011. I am thrilled beyond words that Lakeview was given the opportunity to reopen the resort, and I sincerely believe this will be for the benefit of all Manitobans. When Lakeview first expressed interest in purchasing the resort, it was greeted with an understandable degree of skepticism. Typical comments that I would hear were, the Hecla Resort is just too remote to be successful. Staffing of the resort will be a nightmare. And of course, the most common refrain, why do you think that Lakeview will be successful when so many have tried and failed before you? Okay, so let's talk about these. Hecla is not that far from Winnipeg, less than 2 hours. We are closer than Grand Forks, closer than Clear Lake, and it takes less time to get to Hecla than it takes to get to Kenora. Manitobans are typically value-orientated, offer them a good quality at reasonable prices, and they will come, and the drive time will not be an obstacle. That is what Lakeview intends to deliver, a great resort experience at a family-friendly price. Now, staffing, for the most part, has been a very pleasant surprise. Not only are we finding people who want to be in Hecla, we are finding great people. Our staff, from front desk to maintenance to housekeeping to restaurant, all are eager to help and eager to learn. So many are going above and beyond the call of duty to make sure the resort is a success. Some of the staff quarters were in pretty rough shape after going unoccupied for a couple of winters. Knowing how busy our maintenance people have been, Danya, from our wait staff, and our bartender, Steph, told us not to worry about it. They said, you provide the paint and we'll take care of the rest. And that's what they did, taking their own free time to make our staff housing staff-friendly. There's a lot of similar stories. When you tour the resort this afternoon, take the time to chat with some of the fine staff. They truly are a wonderful group. Staffing and running a spa was a concern of ours going in, because frankly, no one at Lakeview had any experience in operating a spa. We were very fortunate to retain the services of Daphne Petrakis, who I'm looking for right now. And must be some, oh, I see a hand waving to the back. Who's done a great job in getting the Salka Spa up and running and recruiting a dedicated team of therapists and estheticians who will be there to pamper our guests. When you tour the spa, I'm certain you will be impressed with what we have to offer. Thank you, Daphne. Now to the big question. Why do I think that Lakeview will be successful at Hecla when so many have tried and failed before us? First, there is our experience. Lakeview has a wealth of hotel and, more importantly, resort hotel management experience. We have successfully owned and operated the Lakeview Resort and Conference Center in Gimli for over 20 years and have successfully owned and operated the Oceanside Lakeview Resort and Conference Center in Summerside, Prince Edward Island for the past 15 years. Lakeview manages close to 40 hotels across Canada. The people we have in our organization are second to none. We know how to run our business efficiently and effectively, and we will apply all of our experience to the operations in Hecla. Second, there are the synergies. Lakeview will be able to take advantage of our strong presence in the Interlake. Business will be fed between Hecla and Gimli with tours and golf packages. Operating the two Interlake resorts will also help keep our operating costs down. Lakeview's Four Points Hotel at the Winnipeg Airport and our soon-to-be-open Grand Hotel located directly across the airport terminal will both feed vacation and conference business to the Hecla Resort. Third, there is our business model. As I stated before, Manitobans demand good value for their dollar. We will deliver. We will be providing an exceptional resort experience with family-friendly pricing. Our focus is to make the Lakeview Hecla Resort family-friendly. Hecla is not located in a market to make it work as a high-priced exclusive resort. It is vitally important that the people from all over our province will not be priced out from coming to Hecla. Everyone will be able to enjoy a round of golf, have a great meal, stay in a beautiful room, rent a bike, enjoy the services of the Salka Spa, all at a reasonable price. Now, getting the Lakeview Hecla Resort up and running was not without its challenges. After being shut down for 2 winters, we were greeted with burst pipes, seize motors, broken pumps, missing parts, failing equipment, and damaged walls. The list goes on and on. The amount of work that has been done since we took possession of the resort in late December until now has been unimaginable. It seems like every day a new problem is discovered. Back in December, I put Steve Donalek in charge of getting the plant ready to greet guests in May. And I don't think Steve had a clue what he was getting himself into. Steve has done an absolutely magnificent job in getting the resort up and running again, and I can't thank him enough for what he has accomplished. I also have to give huge thanks for a job exceptionally well done by Chris Miller. Chris? Chris was given the mandate of getting the resort operational, starting with no staff, no manager, no chef, no liquor license, no spa operator, no salespeople. Really, he started with not much of anything. Somehow, Chris pulled it all together, working tirelessly, and he did it all with his very calm demeanor, never appearing flustered. Chris is a huge asset to our company. I'm not sure how we would have done this, Chris, without your help here in Hecla. Thank you, Chris. There are two other people that were instrumental in our being here today. They are Wayne Bowman, the Vice President of Lakeview Realty, and Avram Sinensky, the Executive Vice President of Lakeview. Long before the ball was handed over to Chris and Steve, Avram and Wayne were doing the heavy lifting. Where many viewed Hecla as a near hopeless situation, they recognized it as an opportunity. Avram and Wayne negotiated the purchase of the resort as well as agreements with the province that were integral to this deal. Their importance in this progress cannot be emphasized enough. Thank you both for your tremendous contribution. There are a few other people that I'd like to acknowledge that have been an integral part of the startup of the resort and will be a key to its ongoing success. They are Chef Ali, our corporate chef, who's probably Marshall Sakaliak, our executive chef at the resort. Stacy Charlesworth, front office manager at the resort. Terry Aniak, the resort's food and beverage manager. Last but not least, Jeff DeMarkey, General Manager of the Lakeview Resort. Jeff joined Lakeview last year, working as our food and beverage manager in Gimli. It didn't take long for us to realize what a talented and dedicated individual Jeff is, the perfect person to take on the management in Hecla. As fortunate as we are to acquire the Lakeview Hecla Resort, we are just as fortunate to have Jeff as our general manager. Thank you, Jeff. I would like to finish my recognizing by recognizing by far the most important person in the Lakeview organization, my father, Jack Levit. The still very active founder and CEO of Lakeview. My father has always been a visionary. We are all here because of you, Dad. I'm sure most of you know about the business side of that equation. My dad founded Lakeview in 1964. Next year, that'll be 50 years. Much of the downtown Winnipeg skyline is a result of his great work. My father built many of the iconic buildings in Winnipeg, including Lakeview Square, Colony Square, Royal Trust Building, 444 St. Mary's Avenue, Courts of St. James, Kenniston Mall, Kenniston Village, The Ponds, Moray Village, and I could go on and on. But not many know about his love and attachment to the Interlake. It was my dad's father, my grandfather, my Zeta, who introduced my dad to this great region north of Winnipeg by building a cottage in Winnipeg Beach. One of my dad's first jobs was selling hot dogs on the many trains that went from Winnipeg to Winnipeg Beach. And of course, the Moonlight Special, which returned to the city at midnight every Saturday. My mother's parents as well spent their summers at their cottage in Winnipeg Beach. So of course, once my mom and dad got married and had 3 little kids, it didn't take long for my dad to find a cottage for my sisters Diane and Shelley, and the little guy, me, to spend our summer. I personally have so many memories of Winnipeg Beach. The first man on the moon, Apollo 11, July 20th, 1969. I watched from the front lawn of our beach cottage is one of such many memories. Dad, you've always been an inspiration to me in the business world. Your feelings and priority of serving our community was always so important to you, and it influenced where and what we got involved in. We are a Manitoba-based company, Our families over the years have not left the province, and it gives me such pride to continue our focus in support of projects located in our own backyard. Learning from my father gave me the courage to pursue the Hecla Resort when confronted by many doubters. I am sure as you tour the resort this afternoon, you will all agree that this magnificent facility was worth all the risks. Thank you, Dad, for all that you have done for me. And now, my wife, Linda, and my daughters, Vanessa, Natasha, Hannah, and Marina. Linda, you've always been a believer in what I set out to do, no matter how crazy and insane it seems to be at the time. And it has been the same for our reopening and launch of the Lakeview Hecla Resort. Thank you for all your support and caring during some pretty stressful times. I look forward to spending some great family times here with our girls. Last week on the water slide, Marina and Hannah forced me to try it. Okay, maybe I won't try it again, you guys. But now, this is possible. Hopefully for all Manitoba families with our affordable family pricing. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Keith. The water slide, I'm here in the first weekend of August, and my 5 grandchildren and I are going to go down that very water slide. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's get some hands on those scissors. You told me it cuts. Is officially open.